Yo, every week I scour the interwebs to find juicy free games for you to enjoy, and this week is no exception. So I want to jump right in because we have a few noteworthy freebies to enjoy across multiple stores. Jump the Pond, a climbing game where the developers spent most of their development budget on skirt physics and cheek formation, rather than level design and graphical juiciness. You know, each to their own, but I do understand the temptation. Game-wise, it's fairly simple. Just keep going up, just like in life. And don't fall down, just like in life. If you do fall down, then expect a rock to hit you in the face, just like in life. It's fairly fun, but also incredibly annoying, and sometimes I felt like I would rather sit on a cactus and do a 360 than jump on another rock while getting a glimpse of cheeks every now and then. And with that state-of-the-art review, I think we're done with Jump the Pond, and let's jump to the Epic Store, where you can get your hands on Aerial Knight, which is free to claim for a few more days. Here, you're tasked to survive a futuristic Tokyo-style Detroit in this 3D runner that tells the story about this homie named Wally, who somehow uncovered some type of evidence to do something or another to his... I don't know, it has a story. The important thing is that you'll have the pleasure of exploring a world with dope-tastic soundtrack, which really helps carry the game. If you're more like me with limited coordination skills due to the lack of brain cells remaining, then it's gonna be difficult. To be fair, being free I can't complain, at least just secure it in your library for now and then take it for a spin at a future time. After all, it is sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam, so they're probably doing something right. Aerial Knight is then going to be replaced by Astro Duel 2, which is a sci-fi combat game combining top-down space dogfights with up-close platforming action. So what's there not to like? It's a combination of either versus or co-op battles through space and on foot at the same time, where you can either strike the fully destructible arena or just nuke him from orbit if you wanna stroke your god complex. The combination of spaceship war into melee brawler combat is a juicy mix that we haven't seen before, and for that it deserves a space in today's video. Whether the combination works or not, we'll have to wait until the 7th of March to figure out. I am for one planning on taking this bad boy for a spin and seeing if the combination is something worth writing about. Leaving the Epic Store, I want to jump into Steam, where Chivalry 2 is free to play for a limited time. Chivalry 2 is this game is a multiplayer first-person slasher inspired by epic medieval movie battles. Players are thrusted into the action of every iconic moment of the era, from clashing swords to storms of flaming arrows to sprawling castle sieges, and even teabagging female knights doubly hard. In Chivalry 2, you can chop off an enemy's head and then use that bad boy to beat someone else to death. Take his head and then rinse and repeat. I mean, come on, you gotta love that. I got both arms chopped off during a siege, so I found a nice seat under a tree and watched the chaos unfold, as if it was a medieval Black Friday sale. Chivalry 2 is currently free to play until the 4th of March, which will give you a bit of time to remove heads, or at least shatter them into many pieces as a teenager's broken heart. By the way, if you want to stay up to date on free games and get them served to you in this quick and quirky setting, then do us both a favor and smash the subscribe button with your juicy thumb. Thank you. Oh, and links to all of the games mentioned in this video are in the description and they take you straight to the gaming deal, so no googling required. Next up, I wanna get your eyes on Space Crew Legendary Edition, which is free to claim until the 14th of March. And if you've played Bomber Crew, which has my world famous Sickfishsticks seal of approval, then you know what you're in for. Space Crew is about doing things well enough when you don't have quite enough resources or quite enough time. Imagine your juicy hands are juggling, but you absolutely have to drop some of the balls. Only they're not all balls. Some are glass spheres that will shatter into oblivion, and some are grenades that will end you ultra fast. But that's also what makes this game fun. You have a crew of 6 idiots that needs to constantly man 8 stations and occasionally 9. Also while repairing the damage on the ship, putting out fires, rescuing down crewmates and yada yada yada. Since you obviously cannot man all positions at once, you'll need to balance the amount of time each crewman spends at each station. This is where the micromanaging comes in. I suggest you go and put Space Crew in your library before the 14th of March. Park it there and then take it for a spin and experience the chaos up close and personal. I don't think you heard about this, but Deceive Incorporated is going free to play for a few more days. Here, you go undercover as the world's greatest spies in a tense multiplayer game of subterfuge. Here, you can either disguise as anyone, deploy an arsenal of high-tech gadgets, or neutralize the competition if you prefer to take that route. As long as you extract with the objective, no trick is too dirty, which makes this bad boy super fun. I played a game where I was a chair the entire time, and I won. I don't really know how, but that's not what matters. My strategy was just to place myself in different places and have a very strong chair game. And I can say mission accomplished. Deceive Inc. is currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam, and despite coming out a year ago, it's still holding its place as one of the better heist and battle royale games out there. It's unfortunately not free to play for a very long time, so be quick if you want to take it for a spin and decide if it's something for you to invest your hard-earned money into. Next, let me please get your eyeballs on Blackwater, a better pirate game than Ubisoft's Skull and Bones. I want to tell you how my first few hours in Blackwater went. I got my juicy butt cheeks onto this pirate ship, and thanks to voice over chat thingamajiggy, I got screamed at by some angry Polish dude, who started screaming that I wasn't pumping enough or fixing enough hose or pulling enough sails and so on and so forth. Then another crewman shot him in the head, started a mutiny, and we boarded an enemy ship with our new 12-year-old captain. We never looked back, and I felt like a true Jack Sparrow. It's moments like these that stick with you and make games stand out. It's not the newest or the most beautiful pirate game to date, but neither was my wife when… whoa, what did I just say? I'm not completely sure why I dissed my wife there, but nonetheless, Blackwater 100% free to play, and as always, links in the description, and see you on the open waters. Next, we're leaving Steam behind and taking a quick jump over to GOG, where Nomads of Driftland is free to claim for a few more days. It's an RTS game with a focus on real-time management, exploration, and magic. Perfect combination. If I'm not mistaken, this game was created as an offspring to Driftland: The Magic Revival. I don't know anything about either game, so I'm not going to give you my opinion on this juicy one. But if you're one of those big brain strategy boys, then I suggest you follow the link in the description and take this bad boy out for a spin. It's free for a few more days or until the keys run out, so if you want it, you should get on there straight away. And I think that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. I think it was a fun one to make, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, like it, why not? Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.